Today we are making this incredibly delicious and creamy mushroom risotto with over 50 grams of protein. In just over half an hour, you'll have 5 portions ready to go, leaving you fully prepared for the week ahead. Let's get moving. This is everything we need. Most importantly, start by putting your chicken broth in a pot on the stove and keep it hot for later. Cold broth is the enemy of a good risotto because it shocks the rice and kills the cooking process. We start with 900 grams, or about 2 pounds, of chicken breast. Just cut it into bite-sized pieces, roughly 2 centimeters, or about 3/4 of an inch. Try to keep the pieces roughly the same size so they cook evenly. By the way, you can find the full ingredients and measurements in the video description, as always. Once everything is in a bowl, add half of the olive oil. Then add the garlic powder and half of the salt and pepper. Give it a good massage until every piece is covered. Now grab the largest nonstick pan you own and bring it up to temperature. Mine is 28 centimeters, which is about 11 inches. Sear the meat quickly over high heat. It should be browned on the outside, but still slightly translucent in the center. Make sure not to crowd the pan, otherwise the temperature drops and your chicken will just sit there boiling in its own sadness. It's better to do this in 2 batches. Next up are the mushrooms. I have 600 grams, which is about 21 ounces, of cremini mushrooms here, but you can use whatever kind you like best. I just clean them with a damp paper towel to make sure there's no dirt left on them. Then we just slice them up. Fun fact, mushrooms are actually more closely related to humans than to plants. But try not to think about that while you're eating them, because unlike your actual family, these guys actually contribute something valuable to the table. Specifically that deep umami flavor and a total lack of awkward conversation. We're using the same pan from before. Add a tiny splash of water first, which just ensures the mushrooms don't burn immediately since we aren't adding any oil yet. Sauté them for about 7 minutes until they've released their liquid and turned a nice golden brown. In the meantime, let's take care of the onions. Just halve them, peel off the skin, and chop them finely. Once the mushrooms have lost their moisture, it should look like this. Now add the remaining olive oil and the onions. Sauté everything for another 3 minutes until translucent, which should look about like this. Now the rice goes in, and we toast it for about 1 to 2 minutes. Stir constantly. When the edges of the rice grains look translucent and shiny, it's perfect. Now comes the most important part. In Italy, they call it Mantecatura. Add 1 to 2 ladles of the hot broth to the rice. Stir almost constantly until the liquid is nearly fully absorbed. Then add the next ladle of broth. Repeat this process ladle by ladle. This whole process takes about 20 to 25 minutes. During this time, we'll grate the cheese, but never take your eyes off the risotto. We're grating 100 grams, or about 3.5 ounces, of fresh Parmesan and setting it aside. It goes in at the very end. I ended up needing about 1.5 liters, which is roughly 6 cups of broth, but this can vary depending on your rice and ingredients. The rice should end up al dente, meaning it still has a bit of a bite, swimming in a creamy, slightly fluid sauce. As soon as you reach that stage, the remaining ingredients go in. First the meat. Give it a quick stir. Then the cheese. And finally, 20 grams, which is about 1.5 tablespoons, of ice-cold butter straight from the fridge. Turn off the heat now and mix everything thoroughly. By the way, if you're still here, you might as well subscribe and like the video, because my ego is fragile and your support is the only thing keeping me from selling my soul to a vegetable juice company. Now, put the lid back on for 2 minutes. The residual heat will finish cooking the chicken perfectly so it stays extremely juicy. Use this time to taste and add the rest of the salt and pepper if needed. Distribute the risotto into your 5 containers, but let them cool down completely before you close the lids. This prevents condensation, which would turn your beautiful rice into a soggy mess. For the finishing touch, add a little more freshly grated Parmesan and some pepper on top. Per portion, we're looking at 630 calories and 54 grams of protein. It'll keep easily in the fridge for 4 to 5 days if sealed airtight. One last tip. Before reheating it in the microwave, add a tablespoon of water or a small splash of milk over the risotto and heat it covered. Stir halfway through, and it'll be just as creamy as when it was freshly cooked. Also, you can find the next recipe to try right here. See you there!